Hello, welcome to my videos on my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about what the NFL 2025 season Week 12 scores. Well, the Week 12 closed yesterday with the Thursday night game where the 49ers defeated the Carolina Panthers 29. So I'm recording this video when I'm going to talk about what happened in the Week 12, the scores and the standing. So let's start. But first, just gonna to say this is gonna to be a shorter video than usual because today I have a lot of work to do in my job, and for that reason I don't have a lot of time to to expand in this video. So let's start. Well, this week there were only 14 games because four teams had a bye week. The teams that didn't play were the Denver Broncos, Los Angeles Chargers, the Miami Dolphins, and the Commanders. So, how I told you, this is a shorter video than usual, so I'm just gonna to say the scores. Well, in the Thursday night, in a tremendous game, the Houston Texans upset the Buffalo Bills 23-19. About this game, the Texas defenses they did a tremendous game. In the Sunday, in a tremendous game, the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Indianapolis Colts 23-20. In the overtime, it was a tremendous game where the Colts played a tremendous first half, but in the second half, the Chiefs play down or run the Colts. They forced overtime and the Chiefs won that game. In another game, the Seattle Seahawks didn't have any problem, defeated the Tennessee Titans 30-24. To be honest, in that game, the Seattle Seahawks had the game under control. And the only thing is that in the second half, the Seattle Seahawks relaxed this game. The Tennessee Titans put the motion, but in the end, the Seattle Seahawks won this game easily. In another game, the Green Bay Packers didn't have any problem and defeated the Minnesota Vikings 23-6. About this game, I thought that this game was going to be closer than it was, but the Packers dominated this game from the beginning to the end. And they had an easy game and they won this game easily. About the Vikings, JJ McCarthy is not. I think that he's not the ideal quarterback for the Vikings, and the most probably is that the Vikings will have to look for a new quarterback in the next NFL draft. In another game, the Baltimore Ravens didn't have any problem and defeated the New York Jets 23-10. About this game, the first half was very close, where the Ravens were trailing by 4-point difference, 7-3 in the halftime. But in the second half, the Ravens improved a lot. They outplayed and outscored the Jets, and in the end, the Ravens won the game easily. With this victory, the Ravens took the AFC North first place. In another game, the Detroit Lions battled more than I expected, but they could defeat the New York Giants 34-27 in overtime. About this game, the Giants play a great game, but it happened the something that it has happened to the Giants this season, where they had the lead of the game. The Giants were leading the game by more than 10-point difference in the first minutes of the fourth quarter. They couldn't handle that lead. The Lions forced overtime where they converted a field goal, and in the overtime the Lions scored a touchdown. They didn't allow any point for the Giants, and the Lions won that game. In another game, my favorite team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, traveled to Chicago. Unfortunately, they lost against the Chicago Bears 31-28. About this game, it was a close game, and I think that the Steelers had the opportunity to win this game, but they wasted a lot of opportunity. Also, the Bears showed that they are a good team, even that not most of the experts think that they are going to make something important in the playoff. They play a tremendous game and they can win in the clutch time. About the Steelers missed a lot of the Aaron Rodgers that didn't play this game because he has an injury, the left wrist. We miss him because the Steelers had the opportunity to win this game because they had the last possession of the game, but unfortunately Mason Rudolph could only the Steelers minimum to force overtime, and the Steelers lost that game. With this loss, the Steelers lost the first place in the AFC North. What a shame. In another game, the New England Patriots defeated the Cincinnati Bengals 26-20. About this game, I think that the Patriots were the best team, but I think that they relaxed a lot. The Bengals took advantage of that, and the Bengals had the opportunity to win this game with a touchdown because in the last minutes of the game they had the opportunity, but the Patriots defenses stopped the Bengals offenses, and the Patriots won this game with this victory. The Patriots become the first team to win 10 victories, and they are the best team in the NFL in this moment. And about the Bengals, the most probable is that the Joe Burrow is gonna return to play the next week, but I don't know why, because the season is over for them. And in another game, in a very important game, the Cleveland Browns defeated the Las Vegas Raiders 24-10. About this game, these two teams are very bad, but the difference is that the Raiders are worse team than the Browns. About the Browns, they had an easy game and they won this game easily because they had the game under control since the first quarter. About the Browns, the most important is that the Shader Sanders make history because he play is his first game as a starting quarterback. Remember that the last week he entered as a backup and he played a good game. The problem is that he defeated the one of a bad team. In another funny game, the Jacksonville Jaguars defeated the Arizona Cardinals 27-24 in overtime. About this game, this was a very funny game. I'm not gonna lie, but most of the time the Cardinals can close the game. They should have won this game because I think that if we analyze the game, I think that they were a little better than the Jaguars. But this is something that the Cardinals can win the game. For that reason, they have a losing record. About the Jaguars, they battled more than I expected, but in the end, they could get the victory in overtime in another game. And I think that the upset and the surprise of the week, the Dallas Cowboys defeated the Philadelphia Eagles 24-21. About this game, it was a very funny game, but I don't understand what happened with the Eagles because they were leading the game 21-0 in the middle of the last minutes of the second quarter, and I don't understand how the Eagles lost this game because the Cowboys scored 24 points without answer, and they won this game unbelievable. I don't understand how bad the Eagles played after they were leading the game 21-0, but you need to congrat to the Cowboys for the great performance. Even with this victory, the Cowboys still dream to enter to the playoff. It looked difficult, and the Eagles lost is third game of the season. But in the end, they are the favorite team to win the championship. And in another game, the Atlanta Falcons traveled to New Orleans and defeated the New Orleans Saints 24-10. I thought that the Saints were gonna to play better because they come from a bye week, but the Falcons dominate this game from the beginning to the end, and they won this game easily. Even that, both teams are very bad. And in the Sunday night football, in a game that I thought it was gonna to be closer, it was gonna to be closer, but it wasn't. The Los Angeles Rams didn't have any problem and defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 34-7. About this game, the Rams dominated this game easily. They were leading in the halftime 31-7, and the game was over in that moment. In the second half, the Rams only scored 3 points. They didn't allow any more points for the Bucks, and they won this game easily. About this game, the Rams showed that they are one of the best team in the league in this moment, and it looks like that they can be one of the favorite team to one of the best team in the league, and they are one of the favorite teams to win the Super Bowl or to minimum to play the Super Bowl. About the Bucks, the bad news is that the Baker Mayfield got injured. He didn't play the second half, but it looks like that he can play in the next week. And the last game of the week in the Monday Night Football, the San Francisco 49ers defeated the Carolina Panthers 29. About this game, it was a very bored game. I expected a funnier game because both teams have a record of 500, but it wasn't. I think that the Panthers was the opportunity because they intercepted 3 times the Brook Purdy in the first half, and of these three interception, the Panthers could only get 3 points. So I think that the Panthers offense play a very bad football, even that the same so did the 49ers offenses. But the big difference is that the 49ers offenses did the great play. In the end, the 49ers won this game easily, and with this victory, the 49ers won his A game of the season, and the Panthers was the opportunity to to get the first place in the NFC West. So who are the standings in the AFC? The Patriots are leading the AFC with a 10-2 record. They have a 9 winning streak, and the most probably they're going to win this division. The Bills with the loss stay in the second place with a 7-4 record, but the most probably they're going to lose that division. The Dolphins and the Jets are eliminated in the AFC North. The Ravens took the first place in the AFC because they have the same record as the Steelers, 6-5. The Ravens have a 5 winning streak, and now the Ravens control is destiny. They have an easier schedule than the Steelers for the rest of the season, and the most probably the Ravens are going to win this division. The Steelers have been playing a very bad football all this month, and the most probably the Steelers are going to be eliminated, and the Bengals and the Browns are eliminated in the AFC South. The Colts, even with the loss, they are leading this division, but it's very funny because now the Jaguars are 1 game below the Colts, and the Texans are 2 games below the Colts. So it's interesting because the Jaguars have a back-to-back victories and the Texans have a 3 winning streak. So it looks very interesting because for 1 month ago, I thought that the Colts were going to win this division easily, but this is not going to happen. And in this division, any of these 3 teams, the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Texans, can win this division, and the Titans are eliminated in the AFC West, where the best division in the league, I think so, alongside the NFC West. It's very interesting because the Broncos are leading this division, even that they didn't play this week. They have a 8 winning streak. They have a 2-game advantage against the Chargers, 7-4, and 3-game advantage against the Kansas City Chiefs. In this moment, the Kansas City Chiefs are out of the playoff, but you can never say that you can never. But be careful because the Chiefs can recover and enter to the playoff. The Raiders are eliminated, and in the NFC East, the Eagles are leading the division with a 8-2 record. They have a 3-game advantage against the Cowboys. They are in this moment. They are in the hunt to enter to the playoff. It looks difficult, but not impossible. The Commanders and the Giants are eliminated in the NFC North. The Chicago Bears, against all the bets, they are leading this division with a 8-2 record. They have a 4-winning streak. I didn't expect this performance from the Bears in this part of the season, but they are there. They are in this division. They have a 1-game advantage against the Packers and 1-game advantage against the Lions. So it's going to be interesting because these 3 teams, the Bears, the Packers, and the Lions, are fighting to win this division. It's going to be interesting. And the Vikings are eliminated in the NFC South. The Buccaneers and the Panthers are fighting to win this division. The Buccaneers are leading the division with a 6-5 record, but they have a 3 losing streak. So the Panthers didn't take advantage yesterday because yesterday they lost, and if they would have won that game, they should be leading this division. But in the end, it's going to be interesting because these 2 teams are fighting for this division, and the Falcons and the Saints are eliminated. And in the NFC West, I think that this is the best division of the league, because the Rams are leading this division with a 9-2 record. They have a 6-winning streak. The Seahawks are 1 game below the Rams, and the 49ers are 2 games below the Rams. So it's going to be interesting because these 3 teams are fighting for this division. In the NFL picture, the Patriots, Broncos, Colts, and Ravens are qualified as the 4 best team, and the wildcard team are the Chargers, the Jaguars, and the Bills. In the hunt are the Texans, the Steelers, and the Chiefs. But I think that the Steelers don't have any possibility because they are playing a very bad football, and only the Texans and the Chiefs are fighting to enter to the playoff, and the rest of the teams are eliminated. And in the NFC, the leaders of each division are the Rams, Eagles, Bears, and Buccaneers. And the wildcard team are the Seattle Seahawks, the Packers, and the 49ers. In this moment, the teams that have possibilities to enter to playoffs are the Lions and the Panthers, and the rest of the team are eliminated. And officially, this week, the first team that was eliminated was the New York Giants, and they are thinking in the next season. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me on our social platform. See you next video. Gibran.